channel. Good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Hope all is well. Today, I'm so excited to show y'all my Ulta haul. So, last week I was not well at all. I was stuck in bed, down in the dumps with just a downright awful, just flat out painful RA flare. And when I get like that, I'm super down. I don't feel well. I'm yucky and just all around blah. And to cheer me up, my husband surprised me with a date night. So he took me out to dinner, and first he took me to Ulta and I got to pick out a bunch of stuff. He is just the best and just the sweetest. So I am going to make this kind of a quick video because I don't really want to do swatches or anything today. I want to play around with the makeup products and then come back to y'all with like a full-on review later. And then I also want to kind of discuss my experience there while I was at Ulta, because I will tell you right now that it was a totally different experience from, before COVID-19. So I want to tell you guys, a little bit about that and give you some pointers on what to expect if you haven't visited a makeup store like Sephora or Ulta since COVID-19 hit. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. First off, I got a couple of NYX liners. So I grabbed the Vinyl Liquid Liner, which is one of those, gosh, I haven't even opened this thing yet. So this one is one of the liners that you use a little brush and it's got a little well of the liquid liner. Now, they didn't have the matte formula, which I was really hoping for. They were out of stock and I was super sad. But I really like the NYX liners in general, and I don't mind if my liner's a little shiny, so I was okay with getting that. And then before we left, my husband happened to notice that the little tag said buy one get one half off, so he also grabbed me the Epic ink liner, which is just a regular old pen. And it looks like it's got quite a good little point to it, so I think I'm really going to like this. I also picked up my very first Makeup Revolution product, so this blush palette was totally calling my name. Now, technically, I guess I don't have a shortage of blush by any means, but I only have like 3 or 4 that I really like to use, and I don't have a whole lot of like darker and brighter shades that I enjoy, but this palette right here has like pretty much all of the shades that I really like to use. I think this would be good for travel, and I think this would be great for every day for me, especially when I want to like mix and match. I don't have to go rustling through my blush drawer to do that. I also scored a couple of Morphe palettes. Whee! So these two have been on my really want list for a long time. Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2 is somewhat new, so it's not that long, but I really wanted this one. And then this is the 39S. The Such a Gem palette. Really, I feel like this is a revamp of their 35P. I don't know if y'all remember that. I feel like they took it off the site. It's discontinued, but it's basically this. However, they have a new formula, which is the Silk Slip Toppers, and they feel, it's so hard to describe. They almost feel like a cream shadow or like a putty shadow, but they just go on like so pretty. And the color story on this palette is like one of my favorites. I love purple, I love pink, and it does have a couple of neutrals, so I can kind of play with this for every day. And then the Jaclyn Hill palette is just a bunch of bright, beautiful, warm tones, which is totally right up my alley. And I gotta say, as much as I love her first palette, which I definitely do still use today, I love this one even more because it is much more colorful. I will have a tutorial on this particular eye look, and I did use both of these palettes. I found a Buxom Lip Spritzer Duo. I love Buxom lip glosses. Oh my gosh. So they are plumping lip glosses, but they are very gentle, but it has like a really nice cooling feel to it, and these shades are so pretty. This one is Dolly, which is like a muted purple red almost, but it goes on like semi-sheer, so it still looks really nice. And then this one is Celeste, which is like a sparkly peach shade. I am so stoked to have picked these up. On the way out the door, I picked up the Formula 1006 Poreless Be Pure Skin Clarifying Mud Mask. Now, girl, they had a couple of different ones. I picked out this one because it was the mud mask, and I love me a good mud mask. Now, this was only $2.99. You can get quite a few uses out of this little bottle. I really liked it. It didn't dry down my skin or anything, and it made my skin feel pretty smooth after I used it. And then also, oh my gosh, this is like a thing that, it's basically my unicorn. I've been trying to get my hands on one of these babies for months now. Sephora has been out of stock, and I don't know if I checked Ulta because I didn't realize that Ulta had the Ordinary, but they do. I grabbed the last one of their AHA and BHA peeling solution. I love a good face peel. Oh my gosh, I am like obsessed with exfoliating and face peels and like the whole 9 yards. $7.20 I think, and it works fabulously. And it actually smells nice too. Now the last item that I got from Ulta the other day was a little 2-set nail polish from Sally Hansen. This is like a collab with Jelly Belly. It was on the clearance rack, so I figure it's something from Easter. But this shade is Jewel Cherry, and I actually have this on my nails right now. And then also the Tutti Frutti shade, like kind of a clear milky white color with some really colorful glitter. Now let's talk about my experience at Ulta. So it was very different. Now I know shopping in general has been very different for everybody, not just shopping, going to the bank, going to the park. You know, you're very nervous about letting your kids play with other kids. I knew what to expect going in there. They were very friendly. In fact, the greeter was like super awesome, answered all of our questions. He was super amazing. I would literally go back to Ulta just to visit him and get his makeup advice and have his help finding products. They were great. However, it was definitely reminiscent of shopping at my small town grocery store. They were out of stock of so many things. Like literally, I would have spent a lot more money had they not been out of stock of some of my favorite items. So my local Ulta was out of my MAC Fix Plus spray, which I'm running out of. And of course, by the way, yes, I know I can totally order online, but it's not the same. They were out of my Smashbox lipstick in Latte. It's my favorite lipstick, my favorite bullet lipstick, and I've misplaced it. And when I saw it down there, I was like, yes, and it was all gone. They were out of Versace Bright Crystal, which I really want a full-size bottle of. Grabbed the last one of the Ordinary face peel. And they were out of quite a few other Ordinary products as well. Now those were just like the main ones that I had noticed. They were also out of some Morphe palettes, they were out of some Juvia's Place, they were out of pretty much like a lot of ColourPop stuff. And I mean, it's Ulta, it's in a big city. I was kind of shocked that they too were out of stock of a lot of things. And it's not just the missing products, they also taped off all of the testers, which on one hand I get. There were even signs that said don't touch any of this, so you couldn't even touch the tape. It felt less personal, it felt less like Ulta to me, honestly. But seriously, like with powder products and stuff, I personally would not have a problem swatching testers. You know, I kind of do get like lip products because I have straight up seen people just grab a lipstick from the tester shelf and just like swipe it on. I'm not trying to sound snooty or anything, but I just feel, I was kind of sad that I couldn't test out some stuff. Okay, that's it. That's all there is to it. And on that note, I know COVID-19 is still out and about. It's very much a real threat, so I do encourage you all to continue wearing masks, as weird as it feels being out in a mask at the store, and also washing your hands, using hand sanitizer, being socially distant, you know, the whole 9 yards. I want to encourage you guys to stay safe no matter where you're shopping, and if at all possible, shop online. But I'm very much a visual kind of girl, and I'm all about the experience. I love to shop online, and the majority of my shopping is done online, but I do like to go into a store every once in a while. I will come back, like I said at the beginning of the video, to talk to y'all about, doing like a full review on the makeup products. More specifically, the palettes. I'm really interested to play with them, including the Makeup Revolution blush palette. I am wearing the blush, I'm wearing the eyeshadow, and so far I like it. And before I do like really big reviews, I do prefer to play with it for a couple of weeks, and that way I can give you my full thoughts on the products. So be on the lookout for those, and then I also have a surprise in one of my upcoming videos, so do come back and visit me and keep your eyes peeled. But let me know down in the comments what you thought about the products that I got at Ulta, if you have them already in your collection, if you've tried them, if you want them. Girl, just let me know. I love hearing from you guys. But in the meantime, baby, that is it for today. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and go out and spread some love and positivity today, baby. We could all use some extra. You're beautiful, and I love you. Mwah. Bye, everyone.